And yes, it's my mom's birthday today, 82nd. And I want to thank those who've already donated. Keep the Cash App ringing. It is greatly appreciated. And thanks for all the shout outs and love. Let's get into the video.
You are going to see a crack in the bond market, okay? It is going to happen. And I tell this to my regulators, some of who are in this room, I'm telling you it's going to happen, and you're going to panic. I'm not going to panic. We'll be fine. We'll probably make more money, and then some of my friends will tell me that we like crises because it's good for JP Morgan Chase. No, we are going to allow you to buy it, and we're not going to custody it. We're going to put it on statements for clients. So, I don't think you should smoke, but I defend your right to smoke. I defend your right to buy Bitcoin. Go at it.
I am become meme. Yeah, pretty much. I'm living the meme. It's like there's living the dream and there's living the meme, and it's pretty much what's happening,
You're like, I think you're bigger.
I mean, Doge started out as a meme. Think about it. And now it's real. Isn't that crazy?
It is crazy.
But it's cool.
Who absorbs the price volatility? If Bitcoin crashes overnight, which happens quite often, who absorbs that? The taxpayers? The Bitcoin Reserve Fund?
Well, the whole point of the reserve fund is asset prices can go up and down. But we have a view, Nigel has a view, that in the long run, Bitcoin is going to appreciate. And so far, by the way, as much as it's been volatile, like many assets, by the way, we're not far off all-time highs at the moment with Bitcoin. But look, of course, we're going to be prudent in the way that we manage the public finances. We think, by the way, in the long run, if we don't do this, if we don't have Bitcoin in the sovereign fund in 30, 40 years' time, the country will be far poorer than it would otherwise be.
We want to allow the cryptocurrency industry to participate in the mainstream of the economy, but then ultimately the laws of economics, the laws of supply and demand are going to make the determinations from there.
In Vegas, going to a different economy, and we're going to be learning more about that as we go. But clearly, we're learning that things can be done from remote locations. We're learning that technology can replace people even more than we thought.
We're not going back to the same economy. We're recovering, but to a different economy, and it'll be one that is more leveraged to technology. And I worry that that is going to make it even more difficult than it was for many workers.
In Silicon Valley, and my friends who work in technology know that what we did to the manufacturing workers, we are now going to do to the retail workers, the call center workers, the fast food workers, the truck drivers, and then even bookkeepers, accountants, insurance agents, lawyers, and on through the economy. So what happened to the manufacturing workers is a very clear sign.
And so we'll import Chinese-based CBDC technology. So it's going to be CBDC in a box provided to you by the People's Bank of China.
But every stock, every bond, every currency, every commodity, every piece of art, every private business, every piece of real estate will eventually be a token on a blockchain, an entry on a ledger, permanent and immutable. We will have truth instead of trust, and we will save over $7 trillion a year. 6 to 8% of global GDP is wasted by the friction of the trust industry that's necessary when you have dual entry accounting. With triple entry accounting, which is what a blockchain is, we get rid of all of that friction. It's a beautiful future.
Like what you see in China and their social credit scoring systems, right? If we get identity wrong, it could be a tool to enslave humanity. And if we get it right, it could be a tool to liberate humanity. And as an American, I'm obviously rooting for the one that's on the side of freedom.
Bitcoin is an international asset. And also, I do believe the role of crypto is, it's digitizing gold.
I actually believe this technology is going to be very important. Look at it. We have been part of a huge revolution in investing through ETFs. We believe that ETFs will be changing the whole way we invest. Many people still use it as a means, people are investing it for indexing. No, the majority of people who are putting money in in ETFs are active investors that are buying exposure. The entire bond market is being transformed as we talk right now. I believe the next generation for markets, the next generation for securities will be tokenization of securities. We will, and if we could have that distributed ledger that we know every beneficial owner, every beneficial seller, we all have our code of who's buying, who's selling, instantaneous settlement. And think about it, it changes the whole ecosystem.
Chinese bank ICBC has been hit by a ransomware attack, and the U.S. Treasury market, as a result of that, has been disrupted. This, according to the Financial Times. We're getting it more right now with Bloomberg's Shonali Bassick. Shonali, what do we know?
Listen, we have the Financial Times now reporting that ICBC, one of China's largest banks here, was hit with a ransomware attack. And remember, they're a very significant intermediary in the Treasury market. The SIFMA has told its members that this has been part of the reason here that the system is kind of clogged up, if you will, during that auction that we saw a little bit before. The attack had prevented ICBC, according to the Financial Times, from settling Treasury trades on behalf of other market participants. A large executive at a major bank also telling the paper that such a large party on the fixed income clearing corp creates major concerns, potentially impacting the liquidity of Treasury markets.
Now, it was not just a poor auction. It was absolutely lousy, and you know, when the dealers have to step in to save a treasury auction, that's a rare occurrence. And
welcome to the Crypto Teacher. And guys, please like and subscribe if you do like what you're listening to. Please inform your friends and family and spread it all over social media. It is imperative that we get back to learning finances and understand how the world really works, because once we understand how the world really works, we understand that it is all planned out. Now, I want to thank those who purchased the NWO book and the Crypto Teacher book. The NWO book shows you how the world really works, and especially in the times that we're in right now, it's definitely time for you to wake up out of that sleep. And in 2025, the NWO is going to turn on that alarm clock. It's up to you whether you wake up or not, whether you're going to hit that snooze button. Remember, my people perish from the lack of knowledge because they reject it. And guys, we're going to see stablecoin regulation, which is the foundation of this new digital economy, and it sets up down the road 2028, 2029 for that free money. And I told you that we would get a first quarter pullback, and that's what happened. And then also I told you that tariffs would get stepped up, and that's what happened. Layoffs would pick up. That's what happened. So the Crypto Teacher gives you a warning like Noah and Gilgamesh, whichever one you want to call it. But we will get some type of reset this year. Most likely stable coins are the catalyst. And remember, the Crypto Teacher told you. We have trillions of dollars sitting on the sideline in money market accounts. And then plus, we know the Fed is going to cut rates. Not a lot this year, but they're definitely going to cut rates. So I see us getting a correction and then moving back up. And then we have the two powerhouses, China and the U.S., will step up these tariffs on each other. And of course, guys, that's going to hit certain parts of the market. But then we also have the hacks. We have the Birdman. We have the drums are beaten. And more movies to come, as we can see. And inflation is going to stay sticky, and layoffs are going to step up while they move in all this automation. And remember, the Crypto Teacher told you. And also, guys, I want to thank those who purchased the 3 kids books. It's time to re-educate. Also, much love to those who donate to the Cash App, Patreon. Much love. Keep it coming. Guys, if you're not a part of the Patreon, make sure you're donating to the channel through the actual Cash App. But guys, this next Bitcoin and crypto bull run is going to be a utility run. So you want to make sure you have the cryptos that have real utility. And much love to those who are shopping at both stores. Keep it coming. And of course, guys, we get into Bitcoin and cryptos first.
Don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel.
And right now we have Bitcoin and crypto slightly pulling back. But don't forget we had futures yesterday. Looking at that repo yesterday, we definitely should get a slight lift tonight going into tomorrow. But that repo let us know how bad things are. And why Jamie Dimon says there's going to be a crack in the bond market. So guys, make sure you're paying attention to the actual indicators. And we had yield rates down. And the fact is, the crypto teacher talks about yield rates all the time. I know you get tired, but the bond market controls stocks. But there's so much manipulation, you don't see it unless you understand how the markets work. But we had Jamie Dimon saying that he knows for a fact there's going to be a crack in the bond market and people are going to panic. And he had the nerve to say that people are going to look at the banks and act like they caused it, which we know for a fact the banks caused it. And we know the banks are the biggest what? I'll let you finish that. And remember, the crypto teacher told you. And we have the dollar was slightly up, and we know the dollar is going to continue to weaken because we're going to a level playing field. Trump has to devalue this dollar in order for the debt to go down. And then, of course, we have volume in crypto down. We have Tether and USDC. And we have stable coins are now the third largest buyers of U.S. short-term securities. And just imagine if there weren't any stable coin issuers. Remember, guys, this is a plan. It moves in phases. The Fed would be left buying up all these treasuries. But remember, I told you, crypto is going to take the blame for the fall of the legacy market. We can clearly see how they're setting this up. And then, of course, guys, we have the Fed repo at $315 billion. So, guys, make sure you put it on a daily basis during the week. And again, this just lets us know how bad the bond market is, because $315 billion on this long end, and yield rate should have went a whole lot further down. And we can see this algorithm is working overtime trying to manage these yields. And then, of course, we know the Fed wants to keep rates high for longer to destroy this legacy market so Trump can build this fourth industrial revolution. And we know Trump and the Trump family is pushing this digital economy. And never forget who Trump works for. It's the banks. He's pushing the banks' agenda. When you understand that, you can put the pieces together. And then you have Trump says so much for being a nice guy with China. And we had Trump and Scott Bessent say, oh, this was a great trip in China. We have come up with a deal. And we know for a fact there is no deal. And you guys know I did a video on it where we had Xi over in Latin America willing and dealing. And we had Trump in the Middle East willing and dealing, letting us know that the supply chain is about to change. And then what we have now, we have the Pentagon says China won't take Taiwan under Trump. Guys, the drums are about to start beating. I know none of us want to hear it, but it's definitely about to start beating. Why? Because now it's time to speed up this fourth industrial revolution. And China and the U.S. have to collide in order to bring the new digital age, the new digital economy. And this is definitely biblical. And guys, we know Anthony Sutton had put it together a long time ago. And remember, the crypto teacher told you. Now we have the Bitcoin and Ethereum spot ETFs, BlackRock, Fidelity, and Grayscale. Bitcoin and Ethereum spot ETFs were down at close yesterday. Now we had Rex shares and Osprey funds file with the SEC to offer staking on Ethereum and Solana ETFs. And we know how important staking is going to be in the new digital economy. Now getting over into a little crypto news, we have LivePeer got a good pump after getting listed on Upbit, but of course right now is pulling back. Also, we have Uphold teases XRP yield and relaunching of crypto debit cards in the U.S. And lastly, never forget, negative news moves a whole lot faster than positive news. Remember the narrative about Bitcoin. It was only going to be used for criminal activity. And now in the news, we have people being tortured for their crypto. Yes, you can't make this stuff up. But of course, once you get an article like this, what comes next? The TV series or the movie. And remember, the crypto teacher told you, because he knows when it comes to the NWO, it's all planned out. But guess all I have for you. Don't forget about the books. Crypto Teacher and the New World Order book, plus the 3 kids books. It's time to re-educate. Also, new to cryptos, Coinbase, Bitrue, Binance. Do not forget book links and crypto links are in the description. The stock channel, guys. Don't forget to go like, subscribe, spread everywhere. You have your Kobo, your chip stocks, your banking, your gaming. While everybody's sitting at home, get home stocks, the Seaver, the biotech stocks. And while everybody's at home wishing they were still getting that free money, what are they doing? Drinking and smoking weed. Don't forget about those stocks, and you have a wonderful day. The most powerful person in the world is the storyteller. The storyteller sets the vision, values, and agenda of an entire generation to come. Steve Jobs. And guys, you know I truly believe in this. When you look at the New World Order, they're the storytellers. And that's the reason why I wrote my New World Order book. But guys, now it's time to change the current generation. And I wrote 3 kids books. You know I love the Trinity because I understand the power that's in it. So I have 3 books. We have an opportunity to change the generation, to educate, not just me, but I want to show you that I take action on a daily basis. And I want you to take action on a daily basis. Whether it's your job, whether it's in your community, we have an opportunity right now to educate the masses. I posted this on my Twitter account. Please share, but this is a short clip of the 3 books. There's going to be a clothing line and action figures. Please get these books for your kids, nephews, cousins, friends, so therefore we can start the re-education now. Because as we see, the 4th Industrial Revolution foundation is definitely here. Robots, algorithms, drones, taking humanity out the picture. We have to re-educate. But let's get into the video.
Part 1. King Joshua and Drama Team save the village. Part 2. King Joshua and Drama Team save New York from COVID Stories 3. Part 3. King Joshua and Drama Team goes to China.
It's mandatory to get part 1, part 2, and part 3 of this series. It's time to re-educate Generation Z.